One day away from Notre Dame versus Navy in MetLife Stadium, home of the New York Jets and Giants of the NFL. 12 p.m. Eastern time matchup. The game can be seen on ABC. Really looking forward to hearing about the ESPN playoff predictor and Notre Dame's chances if they're going to win or lose to make the playoff. But it's rather here nor there right now. We're going to talk to Tim Hyde of Blue and Gold to get his keys to the game and prediction. So, Tim, we're going to go first off. This is a ranked matchup between Notre Dame and Navy, which is really rare.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, you go back to, this is only the third one. I just went all the way back to Roger Staubach's great team that went all the way to the Cotton Bowl, won the Heisman that year, and played number one Texas in the Cotton Bowl that year. So that was a 1-2 Cotton Bowl, by the way. But yeah, this is only the third one. You got 1978, which I talked about on the show the other day. 2019 when Navy came into Notre Dame and Notre Dame just destroyed them, and then this year. So it's very rare, obviously, when you're going back that far. No, all the games in the 60s was either Navy ranked early, and then obviously era's great teams were all ranked, playing Navy going from there. And then another little side note, when you get this ranked matchup, is Navy is only beaten since 1957. 1957 was you have 1957 and then 2009, which was Charlie Weiss's fatal last year. The Navy started the whole 4-game losing streak, which lost Charlie Weiss. But those are the only 2 games where Navy has beaten a ranked Notre Dame football team. So that's another little side plot going into this one.
Key number 2, Tim, stopping Navy in the red zone. This is such a key for Notre Dame's defense. Every game is, because they do bend, can't break against Navy for sure.
Yeah, and it's, and this was a big stack because this is what we talked about a couple years ago during Freeman's first year with Al Golden, where they were dead last in the country in red zone. So they're up to 17th in the country this year right now. They've only allowed 7 touchdowns in the red zone for the entire season. So that's really good elite football. But Navy, Mike, is 100%. When they get in the red zone, they score.
Wow.
They have 22 touchdowns out of 23 attempts with 1 field goal. So as soon as they hit 20, it's 100%. So this is going to be a give and take down there. What Notre Dame, hold them to some field goals because they are elite, absolutely elite when you look at 18 rushing touchdowns and 4 passing down there. So this is going to be something to look at because Navy's obviously is moving the ball up and down the field on on everyone that they play. So as soon as they cross that red zone, can Al Golden and the fellas hold them to 3, which would be a massive victory for the Irish in this game.
Kind of like one of those unstoppable forces versus an immovable object kind of thing, like strength on strength, right?
Yes.
So we'll see which strength is better in this one. Folks, please hit the thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to this Blue and Gold channel for more content. Tim and I will be live right after the game hits triple zeros. The clock hits triple zeros, I should say. We'll be live on this Blue and Gold YouTube channel to break it all down. So make sure to join us there. Key number 3, Tim, is don't let Navy cause havoc. What do you mean by this?
Turnover margin. They are elite, beyond elite when it comes to turnover margin. Number 2 in the country. They are number 9 in total interceptions. Number 2 in turnover margin. They are +2 every single game. So you're just giving that crazy offense 2 more possessions in every single game. That shows you the blowouts that they've had. And then another thing that I noticed is +10 runs. I was looking at the NCAA stats of just explosive runs, +10. They're only, they're 22nd in the country, so they are not allowing a lot of explosive plays. Notre Dame's number 8, by the way, on defense. So that shows you the type of defense that Notre Dame's been playing. So interceptions, turnovers, not giving Navy extra possessions. One thing Navy is not good at is tackles for losses. They are not a havoc up front causing unit. They're only 82nd in the country in TFL. So hopefully Notre Dame will get some good push. Their great running back tandem that Notre Dame has cause some havoc on that end. But Navy, do not let that defense get the ball. And like I said, that they're getting turnovers like crazy. So it's pretty astonishing what they're doing on defense right now.
as we've been doing in this particular video for years now, is looking at the odd shark. And as Tim pointed out before we hit record on this, odd shark has gone a little off the rails. I mean, I don't think they're doing anything different, but their projections this year have been interesting. Now, I guess we can check back in after this one to see if it was brilliant or not, but their predicted score according to their algorithm for Notre Dame and Navy, how about the midshipmen 36, the Fighting Irish 35? That's obviously Notre Dame falling in the contest, and Navy covering the spread and the total blowing past the over that is currently set at 51.5 as we record this. The spread consensus right between 13.5 and 14. And also Oddshark has a couple expert picks. One person says Notre Dame minus 12.5. I actually think this one is actually probably a good play as Navy plus 3.5, because Notre Dame has, notorious for these slow starts. Notre Dame failing to hold a lead following the first quarter in 5 of its 7 games this season might not be a bad play for those folks who are gambling responsibly. But Tim, that's enough from Oddshark. What's your score prediction for the game and why?
I'm actually going to go. I want to pick a 52-20 2019 type of a game, but I don't know who the explosive receivers are on the outside to make 3-play drives, so to speak. So Notre Dame has been a dink and dunk team, as we've seen all year long. Drive the ball, have the great running backs. Those have been the explosive plays have been out of the running game this year. But I think Notre Dame's going to manage this game. I think they're going to hold Navy to a couple touchdowns, a couple field goals. I'm going to go 33-20. And another big thing is this is a big game. I think the national media is obviously waiting for Notre Dame to fall again. Let's be honest; they're waiting for that narrative. But I think Marcus Freeman is going to be. He's going to have these guys fired up. It's going to be a big win for him. He's going to have that 6-game winning streak as it marches towards the end of this season. So I'm going to go 33-20. I want to go bigger, but I am not going to jinx the Irish. So I'll keep this thing right in that score right there.
Just real quick, Tim, when you think Navy, you think triple option, control the clock. Is it traditional Navy that we're going to see on Saturday?
I think so, because Notre Dame's deep. I mean, Navy has not played anyone like Notre Dame, obviously. If you go off the old Sagarin ranking system that used to be a part of the old BCS formula back in the day, I want to say they are in the 140s. I think 142 strength of schedule, 142 or 144. It's right in there. Mike, there's only 132 Division I football teams. So there's the old 1AAs, the FCS teams are ranked higher than Navy when it comes to strength of schedule. So Navy is just getting chunk plays, blowing teams out, scoring super, super quick. So they still run the option, way more shotgun in the film that I've seen than ever before. So they're probably going to try some ball control against Notre Dame. So we'll see how that goes. But I just don't think it's going to be possessions. Think of Georgia Tech last week with only 4 possessions for Notre Dame, got 14 points. So if they only have 4 possessions, Notre Dame's going to need 20-plus points out of those 4 possessions, I feel. And I think they are. I think this Notre Dame football team's a heck of a team, and I think they're going to handle Navy.
Again, folks, hit the thumbs up on this video if you have not done so yet. Subscribe to the Blue and Gold channel if you're new here. Go over to blueandgold.com, your home for all things Notre Dame football and recruiting coverage. Basketball season coming up as well. We'll have you covered on both the men's and women's front. So again, blueandgold.com. Join us on this YouTube channel right after the game. Tim and I will be live to discuss it all. Appreciate you all for watching, and as always, we will catch you next time.